We got the 8 a.m. advisory a little bit ago. First, let me tell you that last night at 11 p.m. we were upgraded to a hurricane warning, which means hurricane conditions are expected within 36 hours. So finish your preparations today. The cone that came out at 8 a.m. looks a lot like it did last night. It did shift ever so slightly to the west, which is not necessarily good news for us. And if you can see, it's going to be pretty much off our coast late Thursday, early Friday morning. And just a little bit of a wiggle to the west could put it even closer to us. And it's expected at this point to be a Category 4 storm with 130 mile per hour winds. Now, it was downgraded this morning to 115 miles per hour. That's a Category 3 after it came off the coast of Cuba. But it's expected to regain strength after it gets into the Bahamas. This water is 86, 87 degrees. It's super warm, and the wind shear is not going to be very strong against it. So there's really nothing fighting it from strengthening. Here's the where was it? Oh, here's our spaghetti models from this morning. As you can see, they're kind of coming into more agreement, getting closer to the coast. One good thing for the Carolinas is it is making more of a sharp turn out into the east as a trough of low pressure moves in and pushes it out. So that's good for them, although they are under evacuation orders right now. For us, the biggest threat, the National Weather Service says, are the winds, and this is the wind threat level map. This is on the National Weather Service Miami website. As you can see, this is Palm Beach County, and as you go from about Boca north to Jupiter, we are under an extreme risk for winds. As far as this is tornado, elevated, they're not too concerned about that. Flooding rain threat, and they're not really concerned about rain too much, maybe 2 to 6 inches through Saturday, so not that big of a deal. We've handled that in the past, but it is moderate in the northern central Palm Beach County area. Storm surge, not a big deal, although it is moderate up in Jupiter. They're thinking 3 to 5 feet tops in Jupiter. And they do have, well, here's our wind threat. So they did increase this too. This is tropical storm force winds this morning. You see that we're right on the edge of 100% chance of tropical storm force winds. This is the hurricane force winds, and we are just in the 40 to 50% chance of feeling hurricane force winds. So when are these winds going to come? That's probably what everybody wants to know. And on the Palm Beach Post website, on my Weather Plus blog, I'm going to be doing each community and telling you what time you can expect what kind of winds. This is West Palm Beach. I just got this one up. So Thursday at noon, tomorrow at noon, 34 mile per hour sustained winds. That's nearly tropical storm force sustained winds at noon tomorrow with 50 mile per hour gusts. By tomorrow night, 52 mile per hour sustained winds. That's well into tropical storm force with 72 mile per hour gusts. That's near hurricane force gusts. This is when it gets bad. Thursday at midnight, 64 mile per hour sustained, near hurricane force sustained winds and hurricane force gusts at 84 miles per hour. By the time we get into Friday morning, things are starting to calm down a little bit. Still at 6 a.m., 45 mile per hour sustained winds. That's still tropical storm force, so probably don't want to be on the roads. Don't think you're going to go to work probably. But Friday by 5 p.m., 17 mile per hour sustained winds. So it's starting to calm down. It's actually supposed to be a pretty nice weekend. We just need to get through the next 48 hours. So the Palm Beach County Emergency Operations Center is opening this morning. I think it's already opened at an elevated 1 level, which means all hands on deck. They've opened 10 shelters, which leads me to believe that they're going to start possibly doing evacuations today. We'll learn more about that later. So these are the evacuations levels. This is on our website or on the Emergency Operations Center website. It is based on storm surge rather than wind speed, and so it's mostly coastal areas and along the intercoastal that would be evacuated. So you might want to take a look at that and just find out what evacuation zone you're in. Now also on the National Hurricane Center's website, they have new storm surge prototype maps that lets you know where the storm surge is going to be worse. These are really cool because they are based on each storm. They're very unique. They look at the angle of the storm, the wind speed of the storm, and you can zoom into your area and see where it's going to be worse. In Palm Beach County, it's mostly northern Palm Beach County, Jupiter, Juneau. Everyone else is pretty much no much greater than 1 foot. So again, this is mostly going to be a wind event, not necessarily heavy rain. It's low chances of tornadoes, so mostly wind. Again, you can check out our website for gas stations that have generators, because people are getting ready, folks. They were out there full force yesterday. People are taking this seriously, which was just good to see, because a Category 4 storm right off our coast that's been kind of wiggly is nothing to sneeze at. We need to take it for real. This is people stocking up at one of the big box hardware stores. And our reporters and photographers are out there. We've got more people. So you want to just keep checking our website. We'll have updates after the 11 a.m. advisory. We're gonna learn more at 11 a.m. The 8 a.m. is the intermediate advisory. And if you have any questions, you can ask me now, or I'll be checking out Facebook in the next few minutes to answer whatever you need to know. The Hurricane Center did recommend, when we went under a hurricane watch, to put up your shutters. You're running out of time to do that. You do not want to be out there in tropical storm force winds, which we're going to start seeing, late tonight, early tomorrow morning. So if you can get them up, that's probably a good idea. You want to be able to finish your preparations today. I put my storm shutters up yesterday, 90%. I still have one or two that I have to get up, but you want to be prepared and finish today. Okay, great. If you have any other questions, please check me out on Facebook, and don't forget to keep checking the Palm Beach Post website. We're on 24 hours a day now.